We're here with Roger Clyne at the Hole in the Rock in Phoenix, out here in the beautiful desert.
Yes.
And Roger's about to be inducted into the Arizona Music and Entertainment Hall of Fame, so we're here to talk to him about that and other things. I understand that you did one of your early band shoots here.
Yeah, we did. Actually, way back in high school, one of my first bands, we had this big idea where we would go to the top of, not this butte, but the one that's a little bit west of here. So we climbed up there kind of at nighttime on a weekend, got a friend with a camera, got up there thinking this will be a great place for a band shoot, and did this band shoot, and our friend was shooting, the flash was going off. 15 minutes later, there's a helicopter overhead and rescue units. They thought that we were in trouble, so we got chided pretty good for that mistake. And then in the end, like, it doesn't matter if you're standing on the top of a mountain at night, it doesn't come out in photos. It just, like, everything's just black. But yeah, I've got a lot of history in this place.
That's
and then
great.
we did the Banditos video over here, and yeah, a lot of stuff.
Now, Banditos is the song and video that kind of put you on the map outside of Arizona.
Yeah, certainly.
What do you recall of that time in your career, that time in your life?
It was a big rush. I remember that. I was just a kid in a college band, and then it started being lots and lots of fun, and it like became this sort of quickening, this rush, and I felt the power of music. And our audiences started getting bigger locally, and we started going from an opening band to a headlining band, and then getting weekend gigs, and got an invitation to attend South by Southwest, I believe it was in '94, where major labels showed up and started courting us. And then Mercury had the right staff at that time and said the right things, said we don't want to change anything. Lo and behold, we're a signed band, whatever that meant then, which meant you had the support of a major label. We did a video, went from a local band to a regional touring band in a van. All of a sudden we're in a bus doing festivals. It was a big rush, big fun ride.
And then how did it go from the Refreshments to you launching your own band as Roger Clyne and the Peacemakers?
The short story of that?
The short story, yeah.
The short story
The video story.
Let's see, the vignette story. The short story is the record company got bought by another larger company, and they changed their work ethic with us. They wanted us to be more product than art. And it wasn't as much fun. You know, we were chasing chart position and number, and several of us in the band in the Refreshments protested that at a time when there was a thing called an option period coming up in our contract. We said, long story longer, we opted off the label at the same time they said, well, we're not going to re-sign you. So all of a sudden we were a band that went from signed to essentially orphaned, or in the vernacular of the time, indie.
Right.
So that's how that happened. And then the Refreshments couldn't handle the pressure, and we broke up.
Yeah.
So we started the Peacemakers. PH and I basically just went back to the small stages, got back in the band van, found players that would play with us wherever we could, tour with us whenever we could, and we just started writing music. That music became the Peacemakers' debut in 1999's Honky Tonk Union. We pressed a CD, got in the van, started touring regionally. So the other ingredient to that was, well, one is the commitment of the artist, two is the fans. The fans listened to us. There was a way we could stay connected with them, which was called the internet. And at the time it was new, you know, it was super new, and we didn't know if it would work, but we did our best to use that as sort of a democratizing element so that we didn't have to rely on the consolidation of the power of record labels and radio stations. We went straight to the people, and they started showing up at the little cantinas we were playing, and then we just stayed on the road and stayed writing music for the next 20 years.